It's race day and our drivers are all out on the grid performing their final checks before we get underway here at the Bahrain International Circuit. We go racing today around the 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit with 15 corners and 2 good passing opportunities into turns 1 and 4. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left tyre into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday and he'll start from pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Sainz, Tsunoda, Russell, Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Hamilton, Bottas, Hülkenberg, Sargent, Albon, Ocon, Joe, Gasly and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. But in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has, Crofty. You know, the cars have got bigger, they're heavier. But critically, there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was about 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometres an hour when I drove. You're now looking more towards 5 tons of downforce. So there's a big difference in performance. But because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a smoother way. You've got to look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the slow speed corners more. They were much more nimble, agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway and the track temperature looks warm, and that may or may not play into some of the team's hands in today's race. As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can. And they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, and failing that, within the points.
You're in second place. Norris just ahead, push for the position, and Verstappen's behind. And that's 6 laps until your pit window's open. Verstappen behind you now. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. We can now use DRS. DRS now available. might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Okay, you're sat in P2, Lando ahead. They're on fresh softs, and Verstappen's behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh softs. Your pit window opens in 5 laps time. 5 laps. 13 laps to go. Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags. Okay, clear. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Verstappen behind you now. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old softs. You've got 4 laps until your pit window opens. Okay, 12 laps to go. Tyre condition still looking good. And Verstappen's behind. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 3 laps old. We think they've got 1 more stop. And the time last lap, 1 minute 34.3. Approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 8.9 seconds. Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip anytime now. Box, box, we're coming in this lap. Okay, pit in this lap and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach. Okay mate, that's it, go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the crew there mate, we're delighted with that. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Lewis is 4 places ahead. Lewis is in the pits now. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 1.8 seconds. Car behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now. Okay, you've got P3, well done. Stroll is ahead of you. Okay, they're on old softs. Verstappen behind you now. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 16.4 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. All right, 6 laps to go now. position, front of the pack. And Verstappen's behind. They're on fresh mediums. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. 4 laps remaining. Verstappen behind you now. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 3 laps old. Your last lap time, 1:33.7. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. You're leading the pack, that's P1, and Verstappen's behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Okay mate, this is the final lap of the race, final lap. First position, front of the pack. Verstappen behind you now. Less than a second separates you. They're on old mediums. Okay mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
Well done guys, brilliant Brazil. Brilliant, brilliant.
We've seen a brilliant display of the Russell hustle. It's George Russell who wins.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.